Hi, it's Tara Green. I'm going to talk about the Pisces stellium new moon on March 13th. And as you can see, this chart is set for Washington, D.C. at 5:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is just before we have, do we have daylight savings time? Yeah, daylight savings time starts at 2 a.m. On the 13th. So you're going to have to double check that one. I think it's been adjusted though. So you can see here for Washington, D.C., look at all the planets in Pisces. That is called a stellium when there's more than 4 planets together. So we can see we have Athena, the asteroid goddess of wisdom. We have Venus, beautiful and exalted in Pisces, conjunct Neptune. Now they're going to be exactly conjunct on the 13th. This is a few minutes before. It happens later in the evening. The full moon again, the new moon is at 5:21 a.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. 2:21 a.m. is Pacific Standard Time. And again, the daylight savings time begins at 2 a.m. They're not being specific about Eastern or whatever standard time. And then there's that beautiful Venus-Neptune conjunction that happens at night on that day. So I would say the whole day is considered to be the sacred, love-in, spiritual, tantric, magic carpet ride, dreamy projection, tuning into your higher self, lots of cleansing, like a big tsunami. So mudslides, I heard there was one in Hawaii, tsunamis, flooding, all of that happen as a result of these planetary alignments. And then you can see the sun and the moon together there at 23 degrees of Pisces. So, to have those powerful planets all connected up, you can see everything is basically one-sided. Now, this is a factor that's been going on for quite a while, except for one asteroid there called Vesta, whose root word is investments, which everybody's paying a lot of attention to these days. Everything is really over in only, from Pluto in Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Mars, and the North Node right at the 15th degree of Gemini. So everything's very, very one-sided. So kind of unusual. So if you have a child born around this time, they will have that signature as well. But so being awash, cleansed, Pisces is the sign of endings. So time to bring things to completion, times to let go of old addictions, time to let go of old shadows that have been haunting us karmically, like for aeons. I felt that the Sun-Neptune conjunction, which happened on Wednesday, was very intense actually, and really was like, it's supposed to be very positive with the Neptune in the heart of the Sun, but I felt the Sun burned away all of the Neptune projections and brought up a lot of issues to be healed, which can feel very painful, but is also a necessary part of the healing. So be extremely creative. If you want to do any kind of sacred plant medicine, you should do it with the highest of reverence. But be careful because, Neptune can make you very flighty, and you need to stay grounded. But definitely very positive, very romantic. Could meet someone new, but be careful because you are going to be wearing those what they call rose-colored glasses. So be careful that you will be inclined to project what you want to see. Oh my God, that's the perfect soulmate, so don't sign on the dotted line. Don't give them your money right away. Now, of course, Pluto is up at 26 degrees already, moving up pretty fast there. So now it's at the last 4 or 5 degrees of Capricorn, and I feel it's going to be more intense. Saturn in Aquarius, Jupiter in Aquarius, Mercury in Aquarius. The ascendant for this place in time is Aquarius with the part of fortune right on the ascendant, 26 Aquarius. So if you have planets at these degrees, really look at how these planets are affecting you. And of course, all that Pisces, everybody has Pisces somewhere in their chart, even if you have no planets in Pisces. So look at where this very heavy Pisces stellium is hitting you and what house, okay? Because that's going to wash away all the events and bring you a clean slate in a way. Now, Ceres is exactly conjunct Chiron at 7 degrees of Aries, so there's great healing of the mother lineage, of toxic masculinity. I think there's been a lot of talk about that in the last few days on Twitter, rape and all that stuff. So healing toxic masculinity, so you honor the goddess, that's Ceres, the great mother, the earth. She's a warrior goddess when she's in Aries as well. And like Venus, she was not just the goddess of love. They were all warrior goddesses, whether it's protecting the people or really actively going to war. The feminine always had both of those attributes. And especially, you got to remember that Venus especially is a morning star and an evening star, and she has two different attributes as well. Now, Uranus is in Taurus at 8 degrees, and Lilith is at the 15th degree of Taurus, where she's extremely powerful. The 15th degree of all signs are where the signs kind of swell like a wave. So she's extremely sensuous. Traditionally she would rule Scorpio, but she's really strong in Taurus. So really listen to Lilith, really write poems for her. This whole Pisces new moon is a new time of new intentions creatively. So dance, sing, write a song, channel Lilith, give her a voice. That's Taurus, the voice, and really stand up for women's rights there. And also, Neptune, again at the 20th degree here, very strong, starting a new decan as well. And then there's Mars and Gemini there at 5 degrees. And Mars is trining Saturn. So the two kind of heaviest malefics are in cahoots in a way. They're kind of helping each other along. So it helps us to free ourselves up with Mars and Gemini trining Saturn there. Again, the North Node is also at the 14th, 15th degree there. North Node in Gemini is our highest spiritual goal. It's what we need to evolve towards. And the South Node is in Sagittarius, what we're releasing. So the South Node there is connected to Juno, and Juno is the asteroid goddess of feminine genius, and also Eros there at 25 Sag. So really, it's an erotic, I would say, new moon with the sun and the moon and Neptune and Venus squaring Eros. So what turns you on? Maybe what turned you on in the past, like truth or honesty or justice or honesty, maybe that doesn't work anymore. So you want to examine those values. Now, again, Vesta, the only outlier there. Everybody's talking about investments, NFT, that's Uranus and Taurus stuff. That's all the planets in Aquarius. They rule the internet. They rule cryptocurrencies and all of those things. So Vesta, the goddess of investments in Virgo, we need to invest in simple things in a way. Virgo, our health. COVID is still going on. Investing in our health. Neptune rules viruses. So Neptune conjunct Venus in a way can bring on this sense of valuing, because Venus rules values, what's essential to us. And it's very spiritual. So it's very much it's very much in line with, because Pisces rules the source. It's where we come from. It's where we return to. So there's always death involved, death, rebirth, but nobody ever dies. We're just eternal souls. So, reevaluating death and really focusing on our food, on our quality of life. That's Vesta, really getting a simpler life, not having debts. Now, the other thing about Neptune, Venus is debt. Okay, so that's probably going to come in down the line in the next while. Okay, very soon. And also that sun moon connection in Pisces, debts. So, you want to get yourself out of debt as much as possible there. So the North Node and the South Node are squaring Vesta and Neptune, Venus. So again, love, spirituality, compassion, forgiveness, all those beautiful Pisces things. We need to invest that actually back into ourselves, and we need to serve the greater good. So it's a very beautiful, uplifting time. Spring equinox happens on the 20th this year, so we're not that far away. We're a week away from that as well. So if you want to get in touch with me, I'm at taratarot.com. Please subscribe to me on YouTube. Follow me on my blog at infinitynow.wordpress.com. I'm on Twitter and Instagram and sometimes TikTok too. Many blessings to you.